Eric the Midget wants
All right, here we go. Call 140.
to say hello to Jimmy Kimmel.
He gets Jimmy to like.
Jimmy Kimmel's on the show.
Number one favorite, by the way, all-time favorite.
Of all the guests that we've had, Eric the Midget.
Of all your regulars, Eric the Midget has risen to number one for
He
me.
found a place in your heart.
What was it about Eric the Midget that made him number one?
Well, first of all, I'm interested in his world, and I'm interested in what interests him.
Yeah.
And I also am interested in the fact that he speaks to you as if you're equals.
Right.
And that...
It's not even equals. He's lower. Eric is above him.
Yeah, you're a little bit... But stern. I like that. I like he calls you stern.
Eric, are you surprised to hear that you're the number one whack packer with Jimmy Kimmel?
I guess I am.
Yeah.
That's what I like, too. The disdain and not really embracing being a whack packer.
Jimmy Kimmel was unboxing Eric decades before we got to it. Think about it. Think about it.
It's true.
I'm sure he had someone cut every clip of Eric. That's why these exist, because it was something like a Jimmy Kimmel had ordered and then it got on the web or something. Because think about it. He had media guys like this to do this too. This was the biggest Eric fan, as far as I could tell, as a celebrity, that there was. Like, there's others, like the chick from Dixie Chicks, or the Chicks, or whatever the fuck they're called now. But this one is the biggest, worldwide known fan.
I believe at one point, Eric had Jimmy's personal cell phone number and would call
Never
him.
a good idea. Never a good idea.
If I remember correctly, yeah.
We'll get there. We'll get there with Jimmy. He knows Jimmy, I think, up until Eric's passing. So Jimmy's now along for the ride, just like Johnny came along for the ride, and we hear him occasionally. We'll hear from Jimmy occasionally.
Yeah.
Not going out and...
Because also, it really bonded Howard and Jimmy. Mm-hmm. So Eric was like one of the first things that bonded when now Howard and Jimmy are like best friends. And so it really, if you want to start, the kind of the downfall of both of them, it might have been at their friendship. Not just coincidentally. At that time, was Eric so good that he burned two of America's greatest entertainers?
But it brought them together.
Let's get Jimmy Kimmel on and ask him.
Making appearances,
How is he going to feel about this? You're calling him a whack packer.
Yeah. Do you consider yourself a whack packer, Eric?
He does not.
I do not.
See, I like that, too.
He fights it, but he's starting to realize
He's almost ahead of the whack
But I have to say, I'm very disappointed because I was here, I think, last year at this time, and Howard, you made a vow on the air, and it was a vow. It wasn't. You vowed that you were going to get Eric to fly with balloons, and I think about it all the time.
How long, Electra? How long has it? Years since we've talked about the flying with balloons, right?
I think it's been at least
like
a year,
it.
at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years.
But I miss it almost. Kind of miss it.
Yeah. Well, it's back.
About how wonderful it would be to have him flying around with balloons, and it never happened. It never transpired.
Because I got tired of begging and Eric's stipulations, and I gave up. And he knows.
As soon as he would agree, in 2 days we'd have done something to piss him off, and then he'd take it off the table.
Right,
you could look at it like that, or you could, you could have a can-do attitude. You got to give 110% to these kind of things.
And then, once we get him up in the balloons, he'll be crying that we did it wrong.
Have I ever told you my theory that Jimmy Kimmel is actually an active participant in the Dabbleverse?
No, go ahead.
Your theory. Who do you think he is? What's his chatter name?
I'm not sure about that, but I do believe that Jimmy Kimmel...
Equal pineapple.
I do believe that Jimmy Kimmel... I feel like because of... I don't have anything to base it on. It's just a hypothesis. But because of the fact that of everything he's shown about his love of whack packers, specifically Eric, I feel like the Dabbleverse is something he can't escape, nor would he ignore.
You know what
I'd love to bet on? I'd love to bet on this. If Vegas took this, if you could make this a bet anywhere, does Jimmy Kimmel know who Spider Alomar is?
Ooh, that's a good one.
If I had to guess, I would say that Jimmy Kimmel is
Deadpool.
Vagina Wrinkle.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a Deadpool. I don't think it would be a Deadpool type. It would be more of a, a Vinny the lawyer
I've seen
type. I think.
Deadpool on a show, so we know Deadpool is.
So what led me to believe this was that I just started about a year ago started thinking. Obviously, we've all heard from various sources that there are people at the Howard Stern show who are fans of the Dabbleverse. They just can't acknowledge it. And given that, Jimmy is close friends with Howard, I just feel like it could easily get to him. That information could easily get to him. And that's where I just think about it. But anyway, just real quick, I thought for a moment when John started making all of his threats, to sue people a little over a year ago, I thought, who would be the one person that would scare John? And I thought, Fred Norris. If there was any way to say that Fred Norris was in the Dabbleverse, that's who John would back down to. And then I started thinking about ways to reach out to Fred. And then I just started thinking, who else? And then I thought, Jimmy Kimmel probably would too. And that's just where the theory came from.
I like your theory.
I'd love it to be true, but
I'd love it to be true. I have nothing to suggest that it is true, but
and also that one R. Kelly is also a fan.
Oh, we know that.
But I think it's two different things: being tuned into it to watching a show, knowing some of the characters, and just kind of a peripheral thing, to being an active chatter. I don't think any of those people are active chatters because they're too close to the fire. You give one thing up, your Howard would burn you alive. So
yeah.
I think they're all pretty much after the P brief. I don't even say the word, but after the P brief, I think everyone's like, all right.
Why are you afraid to say the word? I got you. It took me a second. I'm sorry. I got you.
Dylan says, I don't know if Kimmel is aware of Spider Alomar, but I bet you he knows my name. And Dylan,
Jimmy Kimmel is a huge fan of Skeptical Robot.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Just because he flew out the window and went over the Empire State Building.
That was my hope. That we just launch him.
We decided we're going to leave a window open and see if he flies out.
I always imagine Kermit the Frog.
And then, Air Force One would have to come and maybe shoot him down.
F-15s or whatever they're flying now.
Eric, why wouldn't you take the opportunity of a lifetime to fly? Have you ever dreamed about flying?
No, I haven't. It's a stunt that Mythbusters proved doesn't work. That's why.
All right, well, let us do an experiment. Well, then what's there to worry about? If it doesn't work,
since you weren't going to fly anyway.
You won't be able to get off the ground. You'll just be there holding balloons.
The studio is so small that they can't even get enough balloons in there to get a...
Why don't you let us worry about that?
Yeah, you're saying what could have or would have happened. We don't know because you never did it.
What you don't realize is there's a staging area over in our studio.
You could fit 100,000 Erics the Midget in it.
Yeah, I mean, Hanson's going to be performing there in a minute, and it's got a huge double-height ceiling for balloons and anything else.
We'd have gotten you off the ground.
Oh, you would have lifted. You would have lifted.
So what do you think? I mean, forget you. Do this for me. It's a dream. It's become my dream now is to see you fly with balloons.
I swear, Jimmy must send me at least 50 emails a week saying, when are you going to get Eric to fly?
I'm obsessed with it, Eric.
It just would never work.
Why can't we try?
Wouldn't you have the biggest laugh, and wouldn't that be the greatest ammo every time we were getting on your case because we couldn't make you fly?
Yeah.
By the way, fun fact, guys, did you see the midget bowling or little person bowling at the beginning of the show?
Yeah. What was that?
Do you know where that was located?
No.
That was located at Stoney's Bar and Grill in St. Paul, Minnesota. That's right. Not kidding.
Told you, Stern, that it would never happen. Why didn't you listen?
Did you hear we're going to roast Andy Dick?
I don't pause.
Yeah, I spoke to him about it on my show. Yeah, that's
going to be good.
That's going to be something.
It's going to be brutal.
You should have Eric be a roaster. I like to see Eric work more into the fabric of the show. Has Eric ever been here in the studio?
Eric has never visited the studio.
He's never been here. That's crazy to me.
See, I happen to...
Andy Dick roast and Eric has never been to the studio. Both of those things are interesting. Andy Dick roast, he was just on a show and got roasted by Blind Mike. last week. So that's literally 20 years ago. Still getting roasted, Andy. Goddamn, get your shit together, man.
I actually watched that this morning. The Blind Mike talking about the Andy Dick interview. Oofa, that is so sad.
It has not gone well.
Oh, it's so bad.
And the 17-year-old is like morally superior in every way.
Is he really 17?
Maton, that's what everyone kind of says.
I think he's probably older, but the kid's obviously got comedy chops. But man, how he did that, I don't fucking know.
How he got all the famous people on his show?
How he gets famous people on the show and how he keeps up with them and how he gets them to do dumb things. And then when Andy Dick starts like actually being belligerent, I mean, I don't know how everyone kept their composure.
Country?
Yeah, I think he's from Israel. I think.
If you wanna see
That's
another,
what it is.
if you want to see another, I try to stop you. Goddamn. If I did you hear me talking?
I hear you.
When I talk, you don't talk. When I talk, you no talk. It's like Alec Baldwin's wife. I talk, you no talk. Whatever. Whatever I said doesn't matter. She just crushed a whole group of people. It's a verbal genocide. How dare you, Electra? How dare you?
I didn't do that.
No.
No. It was funny. Come on.
He's from another country.
She carpet bombed him.
He's funnier. It's a positive. Positive racial profiling.
Never again, Electra. Never again.
Complimentary racial profiling.
Yeah.
like when you say black guys have big dicks, they're not gonna argue with you.
I'm not going to be angry with that.
Lost control, people. Lost total control.
Hi, Enox. We know you're based in Israel also. We love you. Okay, bye.
God damn, yeah, make our tech issues worse. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, why?
Because when you see Eric, you feel too bad for him.
Yeah, we couldn't really do this if we were looking at him.
Eric doesn't want
bad for you.
Shut up, big nose. Is that what he just said?
Yeah.
Eric, haven't you ever thought about coming and seeing New York and visiting the studio?
We've offered it to him.
And you say no, Eric?
Not exactly, no. You know,
I said no to not saying no. Don't you understand? No, I'm lost.
I would do it. You know, if the right opportunity came.
Haven't you ever wanted to come to New York and see the bottom 20 inches of every building?
Wow, these gutters are deep.
Shut up, fat fuck.
Look at the size of that dog poop.
We're worried about you, and then you say mean things.
I need mountain climbing gear to get over this dog shit.
And how about my idea you should at least do this for your American Idol finale. I'd love to watch Eric watching American Idol.
Well, we tried that.
And what happened?
Well, it's hard for him to carry a show.
Well, he doesn't. I mean, I think that's the point. Is he really doesn't need to? Is that you just set a camera on him,
right?
And we see what he sees when what we see his television.
So Jimmy is reminding me of something because Eric claimed he had a way of getting to the American Idol and he was going to be in the audience. Have you ever been?
No, the person has not come through yet.
Right.
He had two. You remember he said, I have two totally different ways to get on without you, Howard. 2. He's 0 for 2.
We can make that happen. I mean, I think you tie that to the balloons.
Yeah.
Hold on. I mean, also, it's just funny in the, what would you call it? In hindsight, knowing that this was kind of also the birth of trolling. There's so much of today's trolling was birthed right here.
Right.
Yeah.
So much like the universe was birthed with all these chemicals and gases at first, and then they formed into stars and galaxies, like the Stuttering John Baba Booey era of that beginning of trolling and calling on the phone, and that was like the formation of and the gases. And then when these lolcows and whackpackers started rolling in, they started forming stars. And these universes started to form. And people go, oh, we can just circle around this one person and they will take everything way too seriously and react to everything. And this is how I can spend my time. Sign me up. Sign me up.
We can use this person's huge unearned confidence and arrogance against them.
Right.
Let's see how this works.
And at the same time, they look over to the left, and this other rising mountain is this little thing called the internet. And so trolling has found a home just in general. It lives. Like, it doesn't live as much on the internet yet because the internet isn't a thing yet. Comment sections aren't a thing yet. But it lives. It lives on the Stern Show. It lives on the Opie and Anthony Show. It lives in morning shock jocks across the nation. It lives. And then the internet rises up and it consolidates that and goes out and finds the local weirdos and asks you to go into your neighborhood and find your own one. And I see tits and I'm like, Daisy, hi, local weirdo.
Trolls unite in their front to troll people.
So this is just, we're just all spokes in the grand design, the grand locale. So wouldn't it be amazing if you get up to God and it's like a high-pitched Eric, but like to us he's a genius, but in the as the other pantheon of gods go, he's like sort of retarded. It'd make a lot of sense. A lot of sense.
How high are you?
Not high enough. Not high enough. All right, here we go.
We were trying to do, we said we'd make him a part of the show.
You would fly with balloons if I could get you into the finale of American Idol?
What I was originally calling for was two things. One, to ask Jimmy if he would like me to be a correspondent for his show for the finale of American Idol. And one other thing, Johnny asked me...
I'm not giving you to Jimmy.
Right. Why should we give you to Jimmy?
Who's Jimmy giving me?
Johnny asked me to call in to ask Jimmy if they could present Kimberly Stewart with another bike on Jimmy's show.
Oh, that's Rod Stewart's daughter who ate shit riding
motorcycle.
The bike, yeah.
Do you think Eric could appear on Jimmy Kimmel Live?
Oh yeah, that's been on every replay. I've seen it like 1,000 times maybe. Yeah, because it's free publicity.
I actually did feel bad for her. She ate shit, totally ate it, and then had her skirt come up and show off her underwear. Dummy.
Although I didn't know who she was before, so you know what I'm saying? Might have been huge for her name. You know,
true.
She probably got gigs off of it.
Is there a way?
I think if Eric were to fly with balloons, anything is possible.
He's going to be your American Idol correspondent.
I'm going to put you on the spot right now, Jimmy.
Yes.
This all comes down to you. If Eric agrees to fly with balloons in here.
Yeah.
Okay, and by fly with balloons, let me define it.
Okay, yeah.
No wheelchair involved.
Right.
He's hooked up to balloons, and then is in flight in our studio. He's literally off the ground.
Wee! Wee! I'm a half-pint Charles Lindbergh. Wee! So I know how Chuck Yeager felt. Wee!
Dun, 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 dun.
If Eric agrees...
I'm not doing that.
Yes.
Will you let him do a correspondent piece on your show?
Here's what I will do for sure, because I have to check.
Oh, that's a no. It's a very polite no.
For sure, I'll fly him down to L.A.
Go ahead.
Put him up in a nice hotel there. Already, nice hotel, right?
It's beautiful.
Get him to the American Idol finale.
Go ahead. You can make that
no
happen.
pressure whatsoever. I think I could, yeah.
Okay. You can't guarantee him a correspondence job. That would be too crazy.
But it would be probably the best couple of days of his...
All right. Somehow,
They treat you very well, like royalty.
Well, I'm sure you'd want to talk to him about...
Jimmy never finished that sentence.
No.
It'd be the best days of his horrible, miserable existence. No, I shouldn't say that. He just stopped because he knew there's no way to really end that on a positive note. On his shortened life, on his what is to be a much shortened life. No, okay, I'm just gonna stay quiet
about the finale and what you get some kind of. It could be in your audience. You could get an audience reaction.
Could you at least cut to him in the audience of your shows?
Absolutely.
And could you say, "Hey, there's a gentleman who just came from the American Idol"?
Absolutely.
You could.
Absolutely.
That you could do.
Of course.
Oh, look, we have a star in the audience tonight.
There is Eric from Eric Holm, Eric the actor. Eric the actor is in our studio today, and he just came from the American Idol.
Sure.
And then just give a shot of him.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so here's what's on the table, Eric.
Okay.
If you fly with balloons and make Jimmy's dream come true, you will be flown to L.A. I don't know how Jimmy can do this. He can guarantee you, I guess, 2 seats to the American Idol finale.
Yeah, I mean, I'm almost positive I can make that
Jimmy's
happen.
sort of in show business, so he can make this happen.
Well, he's accepted. And, he can get you flown in there. You can sit there for the big finale. And then he's saying, come over to his show, sit in the audience. And he's going to say, hey, there's Eric the actor, a big celebrity. He just came from the American Idol finale, and they'll show a quick shot of you in the audience.
So we're years later, and we finally get the best offer that Howard has ever made for the balloon stunt. We did it. We did it. We got here. That's the best offer he's ever, like the most Eric offer. Eric got asked for trucks, money, all this sort of nonsense. But this, they finally, after years of getting to know Eric even deeper and deeper, they're like, all right, Eric, we know what you truly want.
This is a customized offer for Eric.
We know what
Sorry,
you can't have.
What was the offer? I totally zoned out for a sec.
It was hand jobs for the whole staff.
Okay.
Hand jobs. No, it was
Sounds exhausting. I would get a cramp in your forearm for sure.
It was Jimmy Kimmel will fly him to L.A. to the American Idol finale, where he will watch the finale front row, and then after the finale will be taken over in a limo, I assume, to the Jimmy Kimmel show, where he will be a correspondent, or he might stay somewhere and do correspondent work for the Jimmy Kimmel show. But that is the offer, and all he has to do is fly an inch off the ground in the Howard Stern studios.
Wait. I don't think he was offered being a correspondent. I think Jimmy just said, I will acknowledge you as being in the crowd.
I think it was a little more than that. I think that he was going to bring him over. Well, you might be right. He was going to bring him over, and he was going to be in the crowd or whatever. It was like he's not
going to put him on the show, right? He's not that good.
What's that called when the kids? It's a Make-A-Wish sort of situation.
Right?
Yeah,
100%. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It'd be great. But there can be no nonsense, so there can't be any, I know it continually changes the deal when you guys make a deal with it.
Right.
Really, it can be no nonsense.
He has to fly before any of this happens.
Yeah, he flies with balloons, and then...
Robin.
Yes.
I don't know how possible that could be with the finale being next Wednesday.
Get your ass up here now.
No problem.
No, we'd probably, Robin, have to, and I hate to say this, I know it's not ideal, we'd probably have to let this all go down and then hope that Eric is a man of his word.
No. See, this is the predicament that Eric always put Howard in, where he's like, oh, we got 3 days, we could do something real cool, Eric. But you got to get up. You got to take the initiative. And Eric's like, I have to get oxygen for the plane. And you're like, oh my God, this is never gonna fucking happen. And it never did.
My dad wants mileage recorded on the van.
Do you think he was really nervous about doing it? And so
yes,
his
of course.
excuse?
Oh
yes.
yeah. You'll see how nervous he gets. There's only one live appearance in it. He's a wreck.
It was so funny, and I think to some extent everyone can kind of relate to this, is that he just let his mouth get in front of everything, where he was like, I want this. Okay, fine. We'll do our end, you do your end. Well, I don't want to anymore. You know, like I think he was so afraid of leaving his comfort zone, and his comfort zone was a physical place, not even a hypothetical thing. But it was his home. He didn't like leaving his home, I think.
He also got used to this thing that happens where you get addicted to the announcement of the idea and the thing, and then follow through is like, well, why are we doing that? The fun part just happened. We did the ribbon cutting. Yeah. People clapped. The adoration rolled in. What now? Work? Fuck that. Let's open another one. You know, so yes, I think it's a little of that where the ideas sounded great, but then it's like, how do we get an oxygen cylinder to Utah?
And I gotta tell you that getting oxygen really is a pain in the ass. It's not easy to coordinate the oxygen situation.
No, it's a nightmare.
With the oxygen. It is.
And he's not a go-getter, so he can't do it 6 weeks until that time, let alone 3 days until that time. It's amazing, but it would always happen to where, oh, we just discovered this thing. It's a week away. Eric, you want to do it? It would be a dream. Well, let's get you up here. Well, it will take a year to get up there. You're like, God damn. Happens so many times that you just throw your hands up. And that's why Baba Booey hated Eric, hated him, because he couldn't schedule anything around him.
I would just be hoarding oxygen canisters if I needed them. I'd be like, oh, somebody broke in and stole my oxygen again. But, I'm just really hoarding them in my house.
I'd be like a greedy Everest Sherpa, just stacking them, hiding them. These are mine. These are mine.
I think you're onto
Luigi,
something.
I interrupted you.
No, it's fine. I think Casey's really onto something, because it was like, that was Eric's flex, That was one of the few times in his life he got to show power or dominance, where he would just say, I'm now getting all the attention, the spotlight's on me. If I say this, I don't have any intention of seeing it through because it's just not practical, but I love the high that I'm getting by saying it.
Yeah, and that was almost enough for him, huh?
That was enough. Exactly. That was enough for him. Exactly.
Luigi, isn't it funny the things we do before we get jerked off by a prostitute?
Yes.
Have you been jerked off by a prostitute before?
No, I have not.
I'm just saying. This is one Eric and one way of thinking, but it may change. It may change.
Okay, I follow you now. I'm sorry. I was like, what are we talking about?
Yes.
I got you.
I'm saying once he gets it wet, he's like, what was I thinking about anything else? Let's just do this.
Yeah. Where do you need me?
Can I just stay in all day?
Just point on this map where I'm supposed to be tomorrow.
Can I live in you? Thank you. I will live in you.
Oh, no. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's how it would
I think
We have to
Eric is a
trust
man of his
Eric.
word.
Yeah. We'd have to trust him.
Eric, are you a man of your word?
Are you a man?
No.
Are you man or mouse?
Yes to both those questions.
Are you a
All right.
man or a woman?
Okay.
Are you man or woman?
Eric, how are you feeling about this right now?
Whoa, man. What movie is that from?
She was a thief. You gotta believe. She stole my heart and my cat.
I knew. God, how do I know? I just know exactly what kind of nerd you are.
Yeah.
I've got you narrowed in.
Yeah.
Okay about it.
Makes me
Pretty
so
good.
horny.
Electra, name that movie.
Saturday morning.
What movie? This is about a movie?
Never mind. So I married an ex murder. This is what it's called. That's right. I win.
Oh shit!
So you would be willing to fly
You've never seen it? Probably Mike Myers' best movie.
It is a good movie.
after the fact if we make all of that occur?
Yes.
Oh.
Nice.
All right. Well,
nice.
Let's
That's
get
crazy.
it going.
All right. Well, Jimmy, now it all comes down to you.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get...
That was a yes. By the way, we're flying with balloons. We're doing it. It's gonna happen this time. Put all my Bitcoin money on it. It's gonna happen this time.
To work on it.
All right.
Believe
Get to work on it. All right,
Believe
Jimmy. Then look, Jimmy's not saying 100% sure he can make this happen, but if he does, you will fly with balloons.
Yes.
All right.
And you're flying in New York.
He agreed.
Right.
I'm telling you.
Right.
All right.
All right.
Now,
this is great news.
The other thing I called for to...
Congratulations, Jimmy.
Thank you.
pulled off a major negotiation.
I'm more excited
Yes. Call yourself to sleep on that huge heavy.
than I should be.
I don't know why it took me years to get to this point, but somehow you managed to do it in minutes.
Yeah. What was the other thing, Eric?
The thing that Johnny asked me to ask you
Right.
about Kimberly Stewart.
No, that's not going to happen. You see, he's not going to make that happen.
Let me refer to my notes.
I'm not even sure what... I mean, does he have a relationship with Kimberly Stewart?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, but Jimmy doesn't want to have Kimberly Stewart on the show.
Let's see how this whole thing
Let's see how the
goes
balloon
with the
thing
balloons.
goes, then we'll talk about a motorcycle situation. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Eric.
Okay.
All
Bye
right.
for now.
So Eric's flying again. We had taken that off the table completely.
Not. I mean, it's nothing, but not like. I'm a big fan, Jimmy. It's been nice talking to you, Jimmy. Oh, it's great to meet you, Jimmy. It's
Thank you, Jimmy.
It's anything. It's
yeah.
Click.
nah. It's a grunt.
Hold on.
And it's just
I haven't used my Eric filter in a while. Bye.
yeah. I mean, how? Oh my god. If he wasn't so funny, his voice would be impossible to listen.
This is really great news.
Good for you.
I gotta call my parents.
I don't trust him.
I don't
Call my parents.
either. I think he'll
You
take
don't?
all that stuff and then get pissed at us for some stupid reason.
How funny will that be?
No, Eric, I don't think Eric would welch on something.
No, I think Eric would do it. I really do. All right, look.
Let's see.
Fly me with balloons so I can meet Catherine McVie. I'm a miserable miserable midget who is only 2'3". I'm a grumpy dwarf with a 5-inch cock. Look at me, everybody! I'm the first flying Ewok.
All right. Very nice. Sorry.
A 5-inch cock. That's pretty generous, by the way.
He claims he measured it.
Yeah.
And not from his balls.
Wouldn't it be great, though, if he was in an Ewok outfit?
All right, Robin being random there at the end. But that is call 148, and it is...
In the books.
Who was the girl that he was talking about? Kristen something? Who is that? Do you know?
Yes, it was Maggie May. That guy's daughter. Rod Stewart's daughter.
Oh, he wanted to meet her?
No.
Is that what that was about?
No. Eric was relaying a message. I just wanted to tell you that Johnny told me to tell you that if you ever want to have her on your show again, she would love to. He was just.
That's what it was about.
Yes, he was passing along a message for Johnny. That Johnny was passing along for Maggie May's daughter.
Oh my holy God.
Wow. Maggie May's a good song. He was a good singer. I like Rod Stewart. All right, but that is call 148 in the books. The Jimmy Kimmel era has begun. ETM is the goat. Is the goat. I don't know what I wrote there. ETM still doesn't think he's a whackpacker. How? Oh, ETM is Jimmy Kimmel's goat. JK is Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, I thought it was ETM is jerking the goat.
He jerks the goat. He's jerking the goat. Keep jerking that goat. Jimmy sends 40 emails a week. What? ETM still and no on flying. Andy Dick roast 30 years long now. Hey-oh. ETM God. Or Jimmy Kimmel Live. Eric the actor, by the way, one TV show. They call him Eric the actor, but we have to remember he's only done one show so far. So it is ironic at this point. I know, but I'm just saying at this point it's ironic. It's not really Eric the actor yet. I just want to throw that out there. The show doesn't trust Eric the midget. Gary, no one on the show trusts him. But at the end of the call to Starfuck like he's Starfucks, he agrees to fly up the balloons for Jimmy Kimmel, but not Howard Stern, because he's the ultimate Starfucker, Eric. That's the beginning of the Kimmel era. Call 148. Okay, now I'm going to flash forward ahead a little bit because he never did go on Kimmel for this particular time. I don't believe. I checked. There was none of it. But he did go on a couple years later. Would you like to see that? Just because we're here.
Yes.
Luigi's queer, and I got the video. Here we go.
Special visitor here from the Howard Stern Show. That's right.
There's our boy, Eric.
That's the same sweater he. That's the same
sweater
he
wore. Yep. The same day.
You only have one sweater?
Well, you know, how many does he need? How many sweaters do you need to keep a turkey warm, Electra? 1.5, maybe. Come on. But yeah, that's our boy. Let's watch it again because it's only 10 seconds long. By the way, we got the Tubby Kimmel. This was Tubby Kimmel ever.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, man,
this is a man show Kimmel.
Special visitor here from the Howard Stern Show.
Listen to that applause. He's like, that's not good enough. Why aren't they standing?
That's right.
Oh my God! It's a Medusa sort of look right there. And who was that behind him? And who was that behind him? I need the story behind every man in this picture.
That is Jan, sir.
That is Jan. Yep.
And
then who's? Oh, that's just some poor schlub that got sat right next to Jan. And
Aw, how cute! They're so cute.
I'm only counting 4 fingers on Eric there.
I only see 4 fingers.
Me too. Is it short one?
God deleted one. It was easier to draw with.
All right, whose face can we put